Hey everybody, Tony here, back at KneeHigh Farms. Today we're bringing you another exciting installment of trail cam footage here at the homestead. This is our special fall edition 2022. And as you can see, we're beginning right away with our resident bunnies. These little critters are all over the homestead, and they seem to be around pretty much about half the season, or half the year, or if not a little bit more. So you're going to see a lot of bunnies roaming around the homestead here. In this video loop, you're going to see him, Solo Bunny, just kind of checking out things up here on Coyote Canyon. It's kind of surprising to see him there so late in the morning, because this is usually the time when more serious predators seem to roam around. So he's being a brave little soldier there. And you got a couple of bugs flying around too, just to add to the ambiance. In this video, you're going to see just a bunny just chewing on some leaves and foliage. Just probably trying to fatten up for the upcoming winter, which, by the way, we've had a really extended long period of summer here at the homestead. Pretty unusual to not have our rain season start here 9 days into October, or at least 7 days, excuse me. We're still hitting temperatures well into the 70s during the day, but it does cool down at night. We're getting down into the high 40s. So fall is telling us it's there. It's just the rain hasn't told us it's here. So it's going to be an interesting upcoming later fall and winter season. You see him just gnawing away, man. Those little guys are so cute. Love to catch them on our game cams. In this video loop, you can see we got a bunny up close and personal with the camera. Kind of just, well, and he's gone. Guess he didn't want to have his picture taken that long. Now on this next game footage, we got something real exciting and rare here at the homestead. We caught an elk. We've caught an elk maybe 2 or 3 times since we've been here at the property. But this one here in plain sight and view, as you can see, it looks pretty healthy. As you can see him posing for the camera. He's probably thinking it's some kind of threat. That's probably why he's looking at it. But caught this guy here, and you're going to see in upcoming here, he's just kind of chilling out. Just laying down and just, you know, just saying, hey, this is my pad right now. So it was kind of a cool catch to get him on the game camera. And he was probably sitting there for, well, each one of these clips is about 30 seconds, and I think I caught him on about 10 clips. So he was there for a while. But nonetheless, cool that we caught him. You can see here, he's just kind of cleaning himself. Just no worries in the world, because, you know, he's a big animal. So he probably doesn't feel threatened too much. Now here, I don't know what he's doing here. This was kind of an interesting body thing that was going on with him. I don't know if he was, you know, like breathing heavy or what, but it was kind of interesting, or maybe he was just kind of relieving himself in some way. But nonetheless, it was peculiar and interesting. We caught it on the camera. Alright, so the next series of footages we're going to be bringing you here is our resident deers here on the homestead. These guys are around pretty much all year long. And this year in particular, I've noticed, even driving out on the roads in the middle of the night because I have to work so early, they're around. And so you got to be really aware of their surroundings and their presence. Earlier this year, unfortunately, as I brought you in another video, we hit one of these guys with my brand new Kia Sportage that I just had for a month. So, and by the way, still don't have that car back. been waiting on supply chain issues ever since. So needless to say, once I get that car back, I'm going to be a lot more careful with these guys around. But as you can see here, he's looking for his favorite food, and that's our apple trees. This year I've noticed our apple trees haven't produced as much fruit as they have in previous years. Looks like one of our trees might have a disease on it, and then the other ones were trimmed. So not getting as much apples as we have. In this video here, we just kind of caught a deer in passing, and he's already gone from the camera here at Coyote Canyon. This clip here, he's just kind of going up Coyote Canyon and just probably going to go wherever he sleeps for the night or look for food or whatnot. But just a solo deer on his own going on a little walk, a little adventure walk. This video here, we caught a deer. I almost want to call it a buck because it has horns on it. I'm pretty sure I'm probably not saying it accurately, but we caught a pretty healthy size specimen here, and it was real quick because now we're on to a normal deer. But he's got horns too, as you can see, little baby horns, so he's probably an adolescent or a teenager of some sort for age. And this is over by the Forgotten Trail. This one here is another deer caught at the chicken coop cam, which is behind our chicken coop. Getting up close and personal with our camera. And you can see they're very healthy. I mean, they are not having any shortage of food. So our deers are very well kept. And then here we caught a raccoon, and as I was mentioning in another video, we had a kind of a situation with a raccoon earlier this year. He got into our chicken coop and killed one of our beloved family members, gray chicken. So needless to say, whenever I catch these guys on camera, I get a little excited because, you know, I remember that horrible night. But nonetheless, they're around the homestead as well, and you see we got one here at Coyote Canyon. And there's another one going, posing for the camera and taking off. Yeah, that's one thing about raccoons. They don't hang still for long. They're always on the move. Looks like we have a little rain shower this particular night. And there's another one posing for the camera, and it looks like he's heading out of Coyote Canyon and down towards our homestead. Probably looking to get up to no good, but nonetheless, caught him there. And there's another one posing for the camera, and you can see he had like ghost eyes there. I don't know if you caught that real quick, but when he just was getting ready to pass the camera, you could see like a mirror image of his eyes. It's kind of a cool catch there on the game cam. I want to call it raccoon with ghost eyes. Maybe we should put that on our Halloween video. And this guy, he looks like he hasn't had any shortage of meals. He's a big dude. Another raccoon we caught over there at Forgotten Trail. They just kind of seem to go in various locations. One place I haven't caught them is down in the Forgotten Apple Tree. I haven't seen a raccoon down there, and I have a camera down there. So, nonetheless, another raccoon for you. And we got another one going up Coyote Canyon. This is the middle of the night, so he's probably either looking for food or he's probably heading to bed. You know, one thing I've mentioned on my previous trail cam movies is they tend to really kind of have their own times when they come out and walk around and hunt. which is interesting. You know, you would think they would have a run-in with each other, you know, like a coyote and a raccoon, or you know, a raccoon and a bobcat or whatever. It hasn't happened yet. So it's kind of interesting how they just kind of know their own shifts to come out and walk around. Okay, so now we're to the coyotes. Here we got a pack. Now normally I don't catch multiple coyotes on a game cam, but this particular loop I did, which was kind of cool. At Coyote Canyon, of course, that's why it's appropriately named Coyote Canyon, because that's where they seem to be coming from and hanging out and whatever else they're doing up there. But nonetheless, caught 2 of them. And in here you can see the pack again. Now this was over at Forgotten Trail. So they must have made a big circle that particular night, starting at Forgotten Trail and then ending up at Coyote Canyon. That's just my guesstimate, but it looks like the same 2. And then there, I don't know if you caught that real quick, but that was a rabbit that scooted by, and you can see a coyote up at 12 o'clock there behind that tree. Now this might be the closest I've caught on a video to a bunny running for its life because there's a coyote there. So, interesting. He's still up there. But I'm pretty sure that was a rabbit that skirted by. And then here's our patented one-eyed jack coyote. He's our character coyote that I've appropriately named here at the homestead. And he's kind of coming out of Coyote Canyon and probably going to be traversing the property. And then here's our game cam that we have down at the Forgotten Apple Tree. Haven't been catching too much here, but if you can see up in the right hand corner over there, you can see some glowing eyeballs. I wish I knew what that was. It could be a coyote, it could be a bear, I have no clue, but this was the only footage I caught on that camera down there with any type of wildlife, so we'll just call it a mystery. And then we caught another coyote here up at Coyote Canyon. Probably just looking for food. He looks a little skinny, so he's probably hungry. It's funny because, you know, we have leftover food here from time to time, and I tend to take it out deep into the woods, and oh, he's looking at something up that tree. Interesting. I never really explored that clip like that, but that was interesting. Then we have another one going up Coyote Canyon. I think they have a den up here. That's my guess. It's probably somewhere deep into the woods there up above us. There's probably a coyote den of some sort where they all kind of just sleep. Every once in a while we'll hear them howling, you know, with dogs. Matter of fact, tonight as I'm doing this video narration, we heard a pack of dogs and coyotes. And then here we got one walking around Forgotten Trail with a mysterious bug. It's always nice to catch multiple wildlife and insects on the video. And then we got one here going up Forgotten Trail. But you can see most of the coyotes here are pretty healthy. I mean, I'm sure they're finding something to eat. I've only seen 1 or 2 since I've been here where they've been really skinny. And then finally we've got our resident bobcat. Now this is exciting because we love seeing this guy. And earlier, I think in our summer installment or maybe our spring, I mentioned I think we had 2 of them here. Now, I only caught that on 1 clip and I haven't seen it since, but I know for sure we have at least 1. And he's been hanging out at Coyote Canyon and the Forgotten Trail. So you'll see here, this is Coyote Canyon again. One of the things about living out in the woods in the country, you get a lot of cool, interesting things on your game cams, and so it makes it kind of nice, kind of cool. You know, you won't get this in the city. I mean, you might get raccoons and such in the city, but you won't get the variety of wildlife that we've experienced out here at the homestead. And then here we got him posing for the camera. I really like this clip because he's like really looking at that camera thinking, hey man, you a threat or not? But he's gone. And then we got another shot of him here posing again. And he's walking off. Yeah, he doesn't stay still very long for the camera, which is kind of a bummer because, I kind of... Ah, here we are. Here we are. This one he's kind of standing still for a minute. Checking out things, probably sensing something. But he sure is a good looking specimen. And then we caught kind of the tail end of probably the same one that's leaving Coyote Canyon, so just caught a real quick glimpse of him here. And that's it. That's our fall edition of our game cams. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the winter edition coming after the new year. Thanks again.